One of the most important things in Vista is to do great work for our clients. And we can't do great work without phenomenal people in our organization. It's very important to bring great people into our company.
This takes a really holistic approach to ensure that we're bringing in the right applicants and hiring the right people. So in that, we look at both the technical aspects of a role. So we implemented a formal testing procedure. The next thing is we want to ensure that they're a great organizational fit, that they'll work within the existing team, that they can work for the lead that's being brought on, and that their career goals are in line with where Vista needs people in the future.
People who actually have great skills really relish the opportunity to demonstrate this. Most companies rely on hiring based on an interview and a resume. That's a really bad predictor of if someone's going to be competent at doing a very technical job like we have at Vista. Candidate testing is a tool that allows us to improve the success of our hiring. It's better for people that are candidates because they get a better idea as to what the role is going to be and what the expectations are. Best of all, it allows us to interview not based on can they do the job, but can they actually fit with the people, the organization, the clients we have to deliver great work.
In the current job market, we have hundreds of applications for the same job. And it's hard for top talent to really put themselves at the top of a short list if they don't have the explicit experience that most recruiters look for. We've been able to expand our applicant pool quite significantly. And that means uncovering talent that we would have never considered a couple of years ago. And in those, a lot of the hires have been some of our top performers. We'll try to trim it down to 20 to 25 tests, and I would say 10 to 15 of those were people that we traditionally not look at in the past. From there, we'll usually, if someone's got a great test, we'll bring them in for an interview. We don't force the number of people in. So sometimes it might be 10 people get an interview, some might be 0, and we go back to the drawing board and start again.
One thing we've learned is that experience doesn't necessarily equal aptitude. By doing testing, we can talk and communicate with a lot more individuals while we recruit. What we find is sometimes the people who wouldn't have been in our top 3 for candidates actually turn out to be our best candidate.
It happens both ways. You have people who have done the job at a competitor for 15, 20 years, and you ask them to do a sort of a junior level task and they're not able to. And conversely, you have folks who have 0 industry background, might be working like as a salesperson, and they end up doing extremely well in a highly analytical test. You get talking to them, you just found out that they were in the wrong career.
Vista is a phenomenal place to work for some people, and for some people it's not a great fit. We want intelligent people who are willing to take control and solve problems for our clients. People who like to have responsibility and accountability for their work.
People who have tested well generally there's been 0 turnover in those positions since we've hired. They score higher in their performance ratings, and they want to be here a little bit more. They're willing to invest their time before they get the job.
We are a dynamic growing company, and we need people who are excited by being part of the growth, who want to lead change and improvement with our organization. Everything we do is around how do we reward our employees? How do we bring the right people into Vista? How do we support people to make this a great place to work where people can do their best? And then how do we reward people either through promotions or compensation or just recognize their great performance?